Yo, Still Mills, what's the deal, man? We starting this Monday off, man, back to the full-time grind. 2 days is not enough to recuperate from a 5-day work week, man. We need to do something about this. This shit is trash, man. We need 4-day work weeks, man. I can't do this shit, man. Something got to break in the government, man. But peep game, man, we got to get into this shit, man. And that's Edgar Berlanga versus Jason Quigley, man. I wasn't. A lot of people. Edgar Berlanga has a lot of, he has a lot of critics or whatever, man. Like I'm not a fan of the dude because I don't like Spanish motherfuckers who just, say nigga. He done said nigga to Steven Nelson. Is like, just it is, bro. It's weird when it comes to Latinos, man. They don't really turn the nigga shit on until it's another black person present. That shit really aggravates my soul. So on that alone, I'm not favorable of him, man. But as far as his performance, early on he did good, man. He did good, establishing his presence, his dominance. He was stepping into his punches. When he's connecting, he's good. When he's landing, he's good. But it's just, it's the same, it's the same pattern of punches, man. And the minute his opponent starts to adjust to it, that's where you start to see shit get dark for him, man. When Jason Quigley started catching him in between shots, he started pumping the jab a little bit better. When he started just keeping him off balance, using his feet, you really started to see Edgar Berlanga crumble in the ring. You really saw that shit. I'm looking at Jason like he's like, this is a dude who got, eviscerated by Demetrius Andrade in like 2 rounds. We was expecting Berlanga to go in there and just violate this man. But he was able to string together a multitude of middle rounds to make it a competitive bout. Had it not been for them 4 knockdowns, man, we looking at a possible draw or an upset. But I don't know. It's just, he gets real monotonous when it comes to his attack, man. It's the, just after a while, he can't adjust to anybody's feet, man. His pressure is real good early on, man. Like, but, I did see some uptick in him. He's a lot better defensively, even though you're going to get hit. It's boxing, you dig? No, Floyd didn't even go in there and have a flawless victory, man. Floyd ate shots as well. It was just, he was able to get out of the way of the big shots that could have did, momentum shifting shots. He was able to, circumvent those shots. But, you're going to get hit. So I don't want to make it seem as if you're going in there, you ain't getting the glove laid on you. But I'm just saying, as far as, just his blocking, his catching the shots. He was a lot better with it than what I've seen as opposed to someone like a Desmond Nicholson or somebody else. Quigley was able to go in there and, Berlanga was able to go in there and catch a lot of shots on the glove or whatever, man. But Quigley was still finding homes for that right hand and them left hooks. And the jab was there from the mid-rounds on, man. And speaking of the jabs, Edgar Berlanga, it's like, yo, why are you single-shotting the jabs, dog? Why are you single-shotting the jabs? You don't double up on the jab. You don't triple up on the jab. You don't tap the body. They both did good body work, man. Jason Quigley was putting big hooks to the body downstairs in the middle rounds. Big hooks, like you heard the leather smacking the liver. Smack! I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you dig? He was doing good body work, really good body work, man. And just keeping him off balance, man. He started, Berlanga started missing big. He started whiffing, I was just looking at a dude really, and even his team. Even I'm looking at rounds where I'm like, all right, he won that round, and his corner is wilding on him. What the fuck is you doing? And this and that. I'm like, damn, man, he won the round. And to their benefit, they're right, because you started to see him crumble in the middle rounds after he scored that knockdown. It's like, all right, cool. I tasted that. It was only 3 knockdowns. He did that second knockdown where he tripped over his feet was some bullshit. But after that knockdown, it was like he got a little bit more comfortable and poised in there. All right, cool. I ate a big shot. I tasted your best. now let's go to war. And that's when you started to see him rally and throw together, string together all of them rounds, man. Like, he just, I don't know what it is with this dude, man. It's, just, it's not the best head movement, man. It's not the best counter punching abilities. He was throwing wide, and every time he would open up, he was trying to throw uppercuts from way out, from mid-range. What are you doing? And it's not even like an up jab. It's just a straight up and down uppercut. And he was eating big shots every time he would open up that wide. And his corner was wild. They would get on his ass about that. So, I'm watching the dude. I'm like, yo, bro, like, what's going on, man? You're not cutting off the ring effectively after a while. This dude out here doing the Ali shuffle on you. That shows the level of confidence that somebody has in the ring when they doing the Ali strides. And not the shuffle, but the Ali strides, like, goddamn, homie, it's like that. It's like that. But the mainly I'm seeing, is just the, I don't want to say the lack of feet cutting off the ring, but it's just like, because in that 12th round, he fought his 12th round was real good. His 12th round was real good, but it's like, yo, why couldn't you maintain that type of pressure? Had you fought like that in the early rounds, you could have possibly got him out of there. You could have possibly got him out of there, but you was a lot more judicious in the first, 4 and 5 rounds and 6 rounds, because I think you wanted to show off a wider array of attributes that you acquired through through this new trainer you got. So I'm not even too mad at that. You got to, download your opponent's information. You got to be a lot more judicious in there when you go in there. You got to go through all that. You got to go through that or whatever. So I'm not expecting you to come out and just be super, like a bull in the ring. I'm not expecting you to do that. I'm not expecting you to do that. But had you applied the type of pressure you applied in the 12th and maybe the 4th or the 5th round, we could have possibly seen better results. But I'm like, in them middle rounds, I'm looking at you opening up too wide. This dude is, controlling you with the jab. The minute you take a bully's momentum away, or you slow the fight down, it spurs basketball. You know what I'm saying? Slow the pace of the game down. Slow the pace of the game down. Turn them into a half-court game. Turn the game into a half-court setting. You start to really see people who really thrive in the breaks and fast-paced basketball and fast breaks and shit. Transition basketball, you start to really see them crumble. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, all right, cool, we finna run these sets right here and relegate y'all from here to the from out of bounds right here to the half court line. You dig? We gonna see what y'all about, and we gonna run y'all through some screens. We gonna run drills on y'all and fuck y'all niggas up. It's the same thing that what was happening with Berlanga in there, man. He was able to slow the pace of the fight down, take his power punches away from him, and just keep a jab in his face, and you just see him crumble, man. The dude, I'm like, yo, man, he is, yikes, bro. I'm seeing one-shot jabs, just one jab. It's the same jab to the same place, man. That's a lot easier to read than someone who, he's not stabbing the jab to the body. He's not stabbing the jab to the chest. It's no hooks off the jab. It's just a jab. One jab. He's not doubling up on the jab. I feel like if he would have doubled up on the jab, he would have had a lot better success. Because he was able to find his range, man, early on. He was able to find his range and get in and land big. But he was not landing the jab, man. Just, it was no, I'm like, what are you doing, man? He was catching him, him with the jab at, in spurts, even in the middle rounds. But it was like, it started becoming predictable. All right, cool. You got out of the way of that jab. Now get out of the way of just this jab. All right, cool. You got out of the way of that second jab. All right, cool. Now get out of the way of this right hand that I'm lining you up for. He didn't do any of that. He didn't do any of that, man. I'm looking at this dude. I'm like, yo, man, Berlanga ain't it. I think him and Jaime Munguia is a good fight. He called out Jaime Munguia. I think that's a damn good fight, personally. I think it would benefit Jaime Munguia to have a fight of that magnitude on his resume. I think that's a fight that they should look to make. It's gonna, it's a fight. It's a good fight for both of them. I wouldn't mind that fight at all. I wouldn't mind it at all. But Berlanga has, I don't know, man. You gotta. I get it. You've been off a year. I get that. You've been off a year. You've been off a year. You you look extremely flustered in your last fight against Angulo. I get it, but homie, that wasn't it, bro. That wasn't it. I ain't about to straight up and down call dude trash. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. But before you get in, like, Canelo just doesn't need to be coming out of that. Nah, Brody. Nah. No. Don't mention Canelo, bro. Don't mention Canelo. Shit, man. I mean, you over there on the fucking on the zone side, you can fuck around and find yourself a fight with a Carlos Gongora. I don't even think that's the move for you either. I don't think that's the move for you at all. Oh man. I'd be nervous to see you fight Diego Pacheco. You dig? But maybe you do better your next performance. Maybe. But that wasn't the move, man. That just wasn't the move. Just the jab is just not in motion. You gotta get that jab active. You have to. You can't just throw one jab, man. If Jason Quigley is keeping you off balance, if Jason Quigley is keeping you in the middle of the ring, if Jason Quigley is able to completely mute your offense and see the shots coming before you throw them, what do you think you're going to do in front of somebody who's a lot more advanced than Quigley? What you gonna do with Gongora? What you gonna do with Christian Mobility? What you gonna do with a motherfucking Benavidez and a Plant, or even Andre for that matter? I think him and Andre is a better fight than people believe. That people may think, but I think Andre beats him. What you gonna do with these these names with the, higher up within the rankings? Even a Darrell. What the fuck would you do with a Darrell or Uzgateki? You gotta diversify your attack, man, because Jason Quigley was able to completely nullify your offense, and it showed. And we saw how flustered you became. Man. Shit, Brody. Shit, man. That wasn't the best performance. It wasn't. But I won't hold you to it. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, and we'll charge that to the year inactivity. We'll charge you to that. But even with the year inactivity, it was a reason for that, because look at how Angulo was able to fluster you and get under your skin. That trans mama? That is his mama. But yeah, bro, that's pretty much how I'm feeling about it, man. Y'all let me know what the fuck y'all think, and let me know if I'm burnt out or if I'm on something, man. I'll get with y'all later. Doses.